Hello, again I'm here, your own Sabrina Shaman, and welcome to my channel. This is my second video. If you have already enjoyed my first one, then you would know I have started making videos with the educational things with Arduino series. The last video was about LED Blink with Arduino in Tinker series. But after uploading that video, I thought if anyone doesn't have the idea about the Arduino Uno board, then he or she might not understand my last video. So I apologize. And today here I'm with the video of basic information of Arduino Uno board. So let's get started. We all know that Arduino is a prototype platform based on an easy-to-use hardware and software. Various kinds of Arduino boards are available depending on different microcontrollers used. But all the Arduino boards have one thing in common. They're programmed through the Arduino IDE, that is Integrated Development Environment. So let's have a look on this Arduino Uno board. We have divided this board into 17 parts. So starting with the first one, that is power USB. This one is called power USB. So Arduino board can be powered by using the USB cable from your computer. All you need to do is to just connect the USB cable to this USB connection. Okay, second one is here. It's called the power or barrel jack. Arduino boards can be powered directly from the AC means power supply by connecting it to the barrel jack. Okay, then number 3 is this one, voltage regulator. So what's this? The function of the voltage regulator is to control the voltage given to the Arduino board and stabilize the DC voltages used by the processor and other elements. Then comes number 4. That means this one. What's this? This is called crystal oscillator. The crystal oscillator helps Arduino in dealing with the time issues. So one can ask that how does Arduino calculate the time? So the answer is by using this crystal oscillator. The number printed on the top of the here you will see the number printed here on the top of the Arduino crystal is 16.00089HRG or whatever it is. So it tells that the frequency is 16 megahertz. Okay, then comes number 5, this one, and number 17. So these are Arduino resets. So you can reset your Arduino board, that is start your program from the beginning. You can reset the Uno board in 2 ways. First, by using the reset button, that means this one from the 17 number on the board. Secondly, you can just connect an external reset button to the Arduino pin labeled reset. Here it is. Okay. Then comes number 6, 7, 8 and 9. These pins. So these are some pins here which indicates the 3.3 volt that will supply the 3.3 output volt. Then this indicates the 5 volts, that means 7 number is 5 volts, supply the 5 output volt. Most of the components used with Arduino board works fine with 3.3 volts and 5 volts. Okay, then comes GND, that means ground. There are several ground pins on the Arduino board. Here are 2s, then here there are several ground pins. Okay, any of which can be used to ground your circuit. Then comes number 9. This is VIN. This pin also can be used to power the Arduino board from an external power source, like AC means power supply. Then comes number 10. What's this? These are analog pins. You know, the Arduino Uno board has 6 analog input pins. from A0 to A5. That means A0, A1, A2, A3, 4 and 5. Total 6 analog pins. These pins can read the signal from an analog sensor like the humidity sensor or temperature sensor and convert it into a digital value that can be read by the microprocessor. So you all know that the digital side of the Arduino Uno board will work with the only 0 and 1. That means work with 2 digits. But here in analog pins, these work with 1024 24 numbers or digits. Then comes number 11, which is called main microcontroller. Each Arduino board has its own microcontroller. You can assume it as the brain of your board. The main IC, that is integrated circuit, on the Arduino is slightly different from board to board. The microcontrollers are usually of the Atmel company. You must know what IC your board has before loading up a new program from the Arduino IDE. This information is available on the top of the IC. Then come IC SP pin. It is on the 12 number point. This one is IC. Okay. Zoom it. Okay. IC SP pin. This is 12 number pin. So mostly ICSP is an AVR, a tiny programming header for the Arduino consisting of MOSI, MISO, SCK, reset, VCC and ground. It is often referred to as an SPI, that is a serial peripheral interface, which could be considered as an expansion of the output. Then come power LED indicator. That means number 13. This LED should light up. This one here you can see on is written here. Okay, this LED should light up when you plug your Arduino into a power source to indicate that your board is powered up correctly. If this light doesn't turn on, then there is something wrong in the connection. Then comes TX and RX LEDs. That means it's a 14 number. Here it is. These are the TX and RX. In your board, you will find two labels, TX, that means this one is transmit, and RX means receive. They appear in two places on the Arduino Uno board. First, at the digital pins 0 and 1 to indicate the pins. That means here, TX and RX. This is the digital side of your Arduino Uno board. The TX LED flashes with different speed while sending the serial data. The speed of flashing depends on the okay, I have to explain you a term board. So it's a unit of transmission speed equal to the number of times a signal changes state per second. Okay, so the speed of flashing depends on the baud rate used by the board. RX flashes during the receiving process. After that, we will show you the 15 number point, that is these. These are digital I/O. I have already told you the Arduino Uno board has 14 digital pins. 14 digital pins here, of which 6 provide PWM. I'll explain that later. Okay, these pins can be configured to work as input digital pins to read the logic values, that means 0 and 1, or as digital output pins to drive different modules like LEDs, relays, etc. So you can see that here is a wave-like thing or wave-like signal before number 3, 5, 6, 9, 10 and 11. So what are these? So these are called normally PWM, that means pulse width modulation. So what is the work of this sign? That means you can you can modify the pulse through these pins 3, 5, 6, 9, 10 and 11. Then comes 16 number ARF. ARF stands for analog reference. It is sometimes used to set an external reference voltage between 0 and 5 volt. Okay, as the upper limit for the analog input pins. So this was all about the Arduino Uno board. I hope you guys have already understood this. So if you have any question regarding this issue, you can just comment out here. So this is all about for today. Thank you.